This is a Eureka the Boss 1934A. This is a vacuum I've had for a long time. There's a lot of vacuums I've had for a long time that I've never gotten around to running, and especially videoing. This thing made, I think, a couple cameos and videos in the background, but now that I have a good source for Eureka round belts, and I found my pile of Eureka F&G bags, I'm starting to get these vacuums, the vacuums that I was previously unable to run, going again. I got a very old batch of Eureka round belts at an estate sale, and they all just exploded the second I turned the machine on, so I said phooey and didn't put any more effort into attempting to get them going again. But now I have a good supply of round belts and a good supply of F&G bags. I think I'm going to try getting my old convertibles going again. I've got two old ones. I think they take it's called a C bag or something for Hoover. It's their version of the F&G bag, essentially. I'm not sure if they're interchangeable with the F&G bags, but I'll look at that because I don't know if I have any of those bags. Got the belts, though. Want to get those down, run those. Ultimately, I don't use a lot of these enough, so probably this thing's just going to have its belt taken out. I'll leave the bag in it, because that's fine, but the belts, they get crappy after a while of sitting, so I'll just take the belt out, put it with the rest of the belts. This belt has been in the Sanitaire, the Rubbermaid, and now this, so... But it's like, if I'm not going to use the machine a lot, I'll just put a belt in, take a video, use it, and then take it off and put it back in storage to save it. The brush strips on this one, this has a Eureka Vibra Groomer 1. Yeah, it's a Vibra Groomer 1, the older brush roll. And the brush strips are a little short, but if it becomes an issue, I have a Vibra Groomer 1 upstairs with new brush strips that just kind of sitting around. Been contemplating swapping it into my Sanitaire, but who knows if that'll happen. Forgot to mention earlier, but this thing is from 1996. So I think this is one of the earlier models of these. Or no, one of the later models. This style's been around for a long time. I think they stopped selling these in 07, 08-ish, Correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but this is from 1996. It's got the older Mexican motor. Runs a little slower, draws 5 amps even. It's honestly not that loud. And I mean, other than the Elite and the Bravo series having onboard tools, I would take this over any of those any day if I were back in the later 90s looking for a vacuum. I would just get one of these and then something like a Dirt Devil can vac, something that has a wand for the floors, hard floors, and then a hose for doing the hose stuff. But yeah, I would take this over an Elite or especially a Bravo any day. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to run this for a bit and show you how it sounds. do kind of wish Eureka would start selling these again. Because, I mean, you have the Senator tradition. I get that. But those have a high speed, high performance Chinese motor. And, you know, a really aggressive brush roll. But I think if you brought these back as a budget option, all plastic construction, it's honestly not terrible build quality. Modern vacuums aren't built this well. But yeah, if you brought this back, you know, with the all plastic construction, the slow, kind of mild-mannered 5-amp motor, the Vibrogroomer 1 with the softer bristles like this one has. I don't know if they're just worn, but they're softer than other ones. You know, softer bristles, the beater bar. These people who like the lush carpet like I do, doesn't look like it, but wall-to-wall carpet's coming up. But the people who like the lush carpet would definitely like these. The only thing I would change is I would make the fan chamber metal. Because if you're going to be using this all the time, you will inevitably break a fan. And if you break a fan, you don't want to break the fan chamber. Because, I mean, you can get a new fan. And it's not brain surgery to replace, but it's just, you know, don't want to break the fan chamber too, because then you total the machine out just about. So, I think these should make a comeback. You know, cheap obviously, like $50 or something. You know, but just a good, basic, bare bones vacuum that grooms the carpet really well, even with worn soft brushes. And it just works. You know, you plug it in, you hit the power button, as long as your belt is not age checked, it'll run. Synthetic rubbers can do away with that, so that's another thing too. But yeah, I think these with a good like top fill or side fill bag instead of the F and G would seriously be a good option for consumers like me. Because I mean, this thing is, anyone who owns one of these knows these things are almost auric light. It's crazy how much better of a machine you get with about the same weight as an auric and none of the noise. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one.